welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. And yeah, a bit more main quest, for progress. So we wanted to repair Flamin's ring, if anyone... Yes, what is it? Earring, you say? Let me see them. Flamin's earring. Private 12! I know this design. Humble cat's eye polished and set to exquisitely to make the clearest of diamonds seem dour and dull. Flamin's ARR. And if I'm to judge the quality, crafted by Master Nellis Fresner himself. Oh dear me. And I thought myself above sentiment. Look at my hands. They're shaking. I require no payment, madam. To be entrusted with this duty is reward enough. But since I must needs devote my full attention to the task at hand, maybe you could attend to a small matter while I work? I have an appointment to meet one of my suppliers, a fellow by the name of Odinel, at Biagot Strike in southern Fenelon. He has prepared a shipment of ores for me, you see. If you would collect it in my stead, I should be most grateful. Yeah. And there we are. You came all this way on Memedesus' account? Huh, bloody hells. Can't deny that I'm a bit surprised by that. He's normally a right pain in the ass, see? Always comes collect his goats in person, then spends the gods knows how long inspecting them. It takes something serious to stop him. Hey, he's not on his deathbed, is he? No? Strange. Here's his ore anyway. We're square, right? Then give a man my regards. You've returned at a perfect time, friend. Ah yes, may I have my ores? Good. I shall sort through these later. Now, the area. Fortunately, only the clasp was damaged. The rest seemed remarkably well maintained. You may be sure that I took every possible precaution when replacing the broken section. Oh, I also took the liberty of polishing the piece, as you can see. No, I require no payment. Truth be told, I would happily have paid you for the privilege of laying hands on such a masterpiece. To have attended to its restoration may well be the defining achievement of my career thus far. My sincerest thanks. Wow, that must really have meant a lot to him. We just heard from the miner guy that he always comes personally and always immediately inspects his works. And he just sent us and said I deal with this later. The earring is more important. And as he already said, it was a relatively minor damage that had to be taken care of. And that he called his crowning achievement so far. Anyway, back to Flamin with us, right? Serenia, I thank you. They sparkle as the day Niel gave them to me. My Niel, who sleeps even now, looking for all the world as if that cursed blade had taken his young life mere moments ago, not years. Ye gods, I could almost bear it if he were truly gone, but here he lingers. Can the soul be at peace while the flesh yet remains? Every day I pray that he has entered Fal's realm. I pray and pray and pray. To love is to lose, child. One can but postpone the moment of parting. And so I shall. My daughter will not lose me again, not for a long while yet, God's willing. Tell Arcilia that I'm quite well, Serenia. She should concentrate on more important matters, and so should you. Okay, let's tell her. Quite well, you say? Huh. We both know she's not, yet mayhap she will be in time. Thank you, Serenia. 1,000 times. Thank you. We're here. Good. The negotiations are concluded. And? Our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Revenant's Toll. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mor Dhona, the Rising Stones. Here. A bittersweet victory. If truth be told, I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones. Possibly poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Rauban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our Order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that's wise, Antecedent? If anything, it's a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements that all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to receive a little more recognition. And the people have a right to know who saved them. It is my hope that the gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire. To you, my fellow Scions, I would say this. Prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great. I say, yet no greater than us. So we will rise to them, as we have time and again, united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, the area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamin to teach me the basics of mining, too. Weird. Getting crafting materia for a battle quest. Well, not battle directly, but for a quest done in a job of war. Do you ever wonder how he does it? Alphino, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of time unrivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have 2 tasks for you. First, I would like you to deliver these documents to Slavborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Second, this is the more onerous task, I would have you place yourself at his disposal in accordance with the agreement between ourselves and the Adventurers Guild. Represent us well, Serenia. Okay. Then let's go off to Mor Dhona. And to his last one. I was told to expect a Scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It's been far too long, Serenia. You have something for me, yes? Let's see now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You'll be staying with us for a while, yes? Excellent. Would have yet a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just have to work for a dozen men. I jest. Well, you'll see soon enough. There's much work to be done right here in Revenant's Toll, and we hope you can help. And I just sold something in the mark. Okay. The toll grows and prospers and attracts the jealous attention of guardians and low creatures. We must see to our fortification if we are not to be overrun. The perimeter wall is solid enough. What we lack is less perceptible. Magical defenses that will repel our enemies. The sword scholars of antiquity say they're powered by ancient ward stones. I'm told there are many such stones in the ruins of Kran, the sunken temple. More than a few temple raiders have been foiled by their magics, no doubt. It seems a fine jest that we adventurers are now to be guarded by the same magic that protected the treasures of Kran against our too adroit fingers. The temple is in southern Fanalan, as you may know. A lass by the name of Bibimu is the resident naturalist there. She will grant you entry, for she owes a favor or two to our guild. I have no doubt you come across a wardstone as you make your way through the ruins. Bear in mind that your success will serve as strengthen relations between the Adventurers Guild and the Scions. And now I take all sorts of endgame quests, but I show those off as we deal with them. So a little time skip, and there is another main quest for some reason. Sakmalak is a man of mystery. Where did he come from? How did he get here? And what does he want from you today? Serenia, it's most welcome to see you again. Look at the hustle and bustle of adventurers, where there were but rocks not long ago. As one of those who have been here since the beginning, I'm humbled by the sight. Yet none of us can be full glad, for the Garlean forces nearby like not our bustle at all, and our hustle even less. They seek to move on us soon, we are all but certain. This is no idle speculation, Serenia. 3 steel-bound crates of a familiar type were delivered to Customs Sentry not 2 days ago. The contents are no doubt arms, to defend the land they hold, or to take what we hold. Neither is a particularly attractive prospect, you must admit. I propose a third outcome that is less like to claim lives. If you would aid me, destroy the crates and their contents now. Use these explosives I wrested from the Alchemist's Guild. They will do the job, rest assured. Who better to make this attempt than you, who once walked undetected into Customs Sentry? Speak your way, sister adventurer. And another one up there from... what's his name? Goal Game? Well now, in the nick of time you are, lass, again, showing up just when you're needed. I'm waiting for a supply carriage from Gridania. It should have been here by now, even if they stopped to spell and Folgot float to wet their whistles. The carriage always passes through North Shroud. Here, stretch your scaly legs some, why don't you? Go and ask wood whalers over in the float if they've seen something. Okay. Let's go there now. A supply carriage bound for Revenant's Toll hasn't come through here, I can tell you that. But maybe it's the same one? We just received word of an XIV attack on a carriage, you see? Seems like too much of a coincidence, but you never know. May as well have a look, eh? You'll find one of our men on the scene. The carriage was waylaid on the road just east of here. Okay. Let's look if it is the carriage we're looking for. Hello! What have we here? An adventurer by the 12 and a suitably gaunt one. As you can see, a few gentlemen of the road, gentlebirds if you must, ambushed this carriage, took the cargo and both coachmen. How's that for a day's work? The tracks lead to the XIV logging grounds to the north. You look a hungry sort. How about it? Will you rescue a coachman and recover those provisions? Okay, let's get into the logging grounds here. Stolen provisions. And where else? Well, I pulled something. I pulled a lot. AoE spam. A lot of dodging. Ooh, I thought I was done for. The supply one's something a little too interesting for my taste. I'd best get out of here before the birdmen come back in force. Many thanks, and try not to get killed. Thank you for freeing me, stranger. I can manage alone from here. I shall await your safe return at the carriage. 12 speed your way, adventurer. We are both in your debt, good adventurer. I shudder to think what fate the XIV had in mind for us. You seek for provisions meant for Revenant's toll? It pains me to say, but this is all that remains. The carriage is in no state to resume the journey, nor are the chocobos. We shall have to arrange another transport. Would you like to take word back to Goal Game? Yeah, what else can I do? So, also, here is the quest for Quan. Behold the magnificent ruins of a sunken temple of Quan. We know it was used by the Veladians for the greater glory of Azima, the sun goddess. As for the rest of it, you'll hear that when I'm good and ready to publish. Oh, have you adventurers Slavborn sent word about? Yes, no doubt, there are wardstones to be had deep in the ruins. I regret to remind you, however, that this temple has been the death of many an adventurer. Slavborn wasn't too specific about that, was he? These ruins are practically the antechamber to Thal's workroom, but do not let that deter you from your task. If you wish to proceed, be my guest. It's a bit weird that for the main quest we now have to do a level 30 something dungeon, but oh well, why not? Okay, what else? Yeah, let's turn this in. Attacked by XIV? Well, roll me in stardust and dash me from the sky. Not that I ought to be surprised, mind you. Gossets flee to adventurers sleep, and I've heard the talk of primal waking. Beastmen won't let a sleeping primal lie, will they? But never mind that. You did well enough saving those two coachmen. I'd got to put some meat on your bones with that reward. Looking far too thin you are. Huh. Ah. Okay, now where is that thing we wanted to do for Maxalak? Sakmalak was it, right? Yeah, I look for a way and eventually finally realize that you can actually enter the castrum. I don't know. It seemed utterly unlogical to me that the door would open when I, as an enemy, a well-known enemy by the way, would approach that way and just open the door. I fully expected this to be a locked area. Okay, hey, who are you? Huh? Oh, an adventurer. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not looking for a pick a fight. I don't even want to join the Imperial Army. I'd sooner play cards. Okay, where does this lead? Yeah, I know. Northern Fanalan. Which was a surprise for me to see this area. Okay. But let's turn around and return to town. The Sakmalak waits for us, right? We could hear the explosions. I knew you would make a success of it. This should draw the Guardian sting for a while, but not for too long. We must be vigilant for... however did I afford such quality munitions, you ask? Oh, Serenia, you needn't concern yourself with such trivial details. Nevertheless, your stealth and compassion are appreciated in equal measure. I am a lucky man indeed to be a part of this fellowship. Adventurers, one and all. Yeah, we learned back then, when we are in our rescue mission, we learned that basically he's a merchant prince. That he is filthy rich. Okay, but since the episode is currently a bit short, a time skip for a small quest. Greetings, Serenia. You've come at just the right time. A visitor is waiting for you in the workshop. A friend of Sid, it seems. Realizing you're preoccupied with other matters of import, I suggested she wait at the 7th Heaven until you arrived, but she refuses to leave. I fear you have a very brash client on your hands, friend. Okay, let's go in. Remember, here's Sid's workshop. Jesse. So you're Miss Shadows now? Took you long enough? Name's Jesse, Deputy President of Garland Ironworks. Don't look too impressed now. In truth, I'm nothing more than an engineer, but thanks to you filling Master Garland's head with that damn fool ideas of heroism and saving the realm, there's no one else around to fill his golden breeches. We've been busting our collective asses on these orders from Highwind Skyways and are still only scraping by. Real problem is Master Garland's gun productivity's dropped like the knickers on a stone's throw strumpet. The company will be in deep if something ain't done. And that's why I'm here. Sure, our mechanists have made their fair share of chronometers and plasma lamps, but we need something grand. Something that'll have clients on their knees literally begging us to take all their sparkling gil. I want you to show me the magic armor you borrowed from our friends the Guardians. Yes, I know all about your little foray into the Praetorium. You can thank Biggs and Wedge for that. I reckon there's a lot we can learn from that Reaper, and after all you've done to distract Master Garland, I'd say you owe us that much and more. Alright. This is amazing. Do you even know what you're having here? Listen to that Ceruleum engine. I never heard anything so sweet. And the servo mechanism should be... Wait, a mammoth core? didn't I think of that? They're so easy to come by. Mass production would be as easy as stealing candy from a baby. Or, of course, from a mammoth. But what in the 7 bloody hells have you done to the cannon's converter modulator? Burned out to firing victory rounds after slaying some family of rabid squirrels, no doubt. It's a wonder the whole suit isn't a steaming pile of molten slag. Such a waste. What in the builder's name are you looking at? You need something to fix your prying eyes on? Try the wall. Anyway, I can't bear to see such a fine piece of work in such a sorry state. I'll patch her up as best as I can, but you gather the parts needed for the job. Think of it as one of them adventures you seem so keen on. Make 49 Magitech converter and a make 50 Magitech oscillator should do the trick. Oh, and a Magitech cannon barrel. Make 51. I can't guarantee she'll be good as new, but at the very least she will be in better shape than she is now. Which ain't saying much. Eyes on me, Serenia. I ain't done with you yet. That is, unless you know whereabouts one might stumble across a spare converter, oscillator, and cannon barrel. No? Didn't think so. So here's a hint. It rhymes with custom sentry. You see, Galleon-made technology is what we're after, and I can't think of a better place to find some. Off you go now. Yeah, but this is a pure fetch quest, so I skip it for you, okay? They're down in the base. We just were. Let me guess, you lost... No, broken. No, traded for magical beans the parts we needed. No, they're here. Well, color me mildly impressed. I was half expecting the worst and got, well, less than the worst. Don't get all giddy on me now. You're still not off the hook for stealing away Master Garland, but I admit, I'm beginning to see why he might feel the need to latch himself onto an adventurer like he might a stray pup. Alright, let's see if I can't salvage this mess of a masterpiece. I think that's it. Both Magitech and photon cannons should be functional. That said, I'm no Guardian. There's no third eye hidden up under these lovely lugs, and there's a great deal I don't know about the Machina. I can't guarantee the cannon won't misfire, but then again, misfire is better than no fire. Even so, I wouldn't recommend using the weaponry in actual battle. Alright. Speaking of fire, it's high time I got back to the ironworks. Patching up those cannons has given me a few ideas. You take good care of that armor, or you'll have me to answer to, Serenia. Yeah. Now the Magitech armor can use the photon cannons and the Magitech cannon, like in the Praetorium dungeon. But they don't do actual damage, they are just animations. So you can't really use it in battle or anything. Targeting. Yeah, like in Praetorium, just without damage. But that's it for this episode. Next time, I don't know. We'll see. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost. Oh, I remember. Next time is the dungeon, the Crown Dungeon, of course.